Ready. Play.
Cool. You can hold one of those, Henry.
Cheers.
I'll get my notes out. Thankfully you won in straight sets, so I didn't run out of paper today. Let's talk about the match first, actually. The first set, obviously, a bit more come from the second set. Second set, there was no breaks of serve. And then there was that crucial game when he was serving to stay in the match. And the crucial point of match point, that looked, maybe it was out, right? You know the point I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was out, but it was close either way. So yeah, glad to be able to get through it in the tie break in the end. But yeah, I thought it was a good match overall, and it was obviously a lot tighter in the second set, and he upped his game, and yeah, fair play to him. He played very well.
The tie break, though, as well, was difficult. I mean, you were down in that, I think, 6-3, so things were not looking great at that point. But how do you get back into that? How do you stay focused and stay confident when you're down like that?
I mean, it's always 1 or 2 points in it. So I mean, if you can try and get the point on the return, I feel a lot more comfortable and back myself when I'm serving. So yeah, I mean, just trying to stay within 1 or 2 points throughout the tie break. He was playing better than I was in the second set, and yeah, I was just trying to stick with him through the tie break and came through in the end.
There was also a moment in the tiebreak, or right near the end of that second set, and I'm going to quote you if you don't mind me. Fucking backhand is what you said. I'd like to know a little bit about that, because I think you were annoyed with your own backhand that just gone into the net, and I think you were annoyed because of the exchanges. You were seemingly hitting a lot more backhands than he was.
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked to have hit it a little bit better today, but yeah, I'm sure we'll try and iron that out for tomorrow.
Sure. I mean, sometimes with the lefty-righty dynamic, that can work out a bit better, but you couldn't quite there were several times when I think you were sort of hitting your backhand, and he wasn't even hitting many of his own, was he?
Yeah, I mean, he was tactically played well, and yeah, I felt more comfortable in that in the first set than the second, but yeah, managed to work my way through it in the end.
There was also one other thing during that tie break as well, where your coach was asking you questions about the sun down one end of the court. How much of an issue was that today, particularly when serving?
I mean, it was fine. It didn't affect too much. It was just yeah, obviously the sun came through the end of the second set, and it hadn't been there for the rest of the match. So it was a little bit adjusting to it, but it was fine.
All right, let's go for some broader stuff now, if you don't mind. Did I hear you say "vamos" a few times today?
Yeah.
Is that a usual thing for you to use that expression, or?
Yeah, I mean, I quite like it, and my coach was in Spain for a long time, and
Okay.
yeah, so we use it a little bit.
Yeah, fair enough. Obviously, Wimbledon junior champion last year. You're coming from the UK. We've just had Wimbledon again. Wimbledon and the UK, we've not had a lot of men's singles winners over the last century or so. Do you feel that sort of, not weight of expectation, but almost that sort of build-up to Wimbledon now, having won the juniors last year? Did you feel any extra pressure this year?
No, not really. I mean, we're just trying to improve and get better each day, and yeah, hopefully when it comes around next year, I'll be in better shape than I was this year.
I mean, is that something that you really want to sort of, have one of these memorable Wimbledon runs and maybe have one as soon as possible, so that way, is this kind of like, I mean, your grass as well, you had a 4-set loss to Giron this year, and I think Giron is very capable on that surface, as he proved in Newport recently. I mean, is that kind of your focus always, or are you just equally spread across the tour?
I mean, yeah, equally spread, I think, but obviously there's you put a little bit more as a British player onto Wimbledon. You try and treat it as the same, but it always means a little bit more.
Can you tell us a bit about the atmosphere this year, being a Brit playing there, and now people obviously knowing who you are, having won the juniors?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I had friends and family there again, so yeah, it was lively around the court, and yeah, it's always great playing in front of the home crowd.
All right. And tell us just one more thing about Porto, and obviously it's the first time you've played here, right?
Yeah, first time. Yeah.
And how is it, and how was it today, and just in general?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, really lovely city. I mean, we've been going out for dinner, and yeah, it's really nice place, and the centre here is great. The courts are really nice, and the weather's a little bit better than.
Yeah, better than
usual.
Wolverhampton.
Yeah,
I mean, I know you're a Wolves fan.
yeah.
I don't know if you've got any big expectations for this season.
Well, we were playing all right in the pre-season, so hopefully we can carry it on.
All right. Thanks very much, Henry.
Thank you.
And
Cheers.
congratulations on today.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Cheers, Henry.
Thank you.